Fraggle Rock.
Well, breakfast time, Sprocket. Most important meal of the day. Tell you what, Sprocky, I'll open a can of food for you. Go find your dish. Searched it out, I see. You know, I must build myself a coffee grinder someday. All right, of course, Alfie. Just let me make a note of the coffee grinder in my diary. Hey, Sprocket, did I tell you I've started keeping a diary? Huh? You ever kept one? Well, I suppose you wouldn't being a dog and all. Still, it's too bad. They're good fun, you know. You see, you write in a diary your very private thoughts and feelings. Your most personal, special secrets. Well, that's certainly what I write in my... Want to hear some of this? Okay, here goes. Here's a very special, private, secret thought. Wouldn't it be fun to figure out a way to sew a button on a fried egg? Button on a fried egg, that's a really interesting problem. Now, where's that needle and thread? I hope we have enough eggs. Everyone should keep a diary, Sprocket.
Dear Diary, today I must tell you about a terrible time I've just had. Period. It started a few days ago when I spent some time watching the Doozers. Most Fraggles don't care about Doozers. They just want to eat the Doozers' buildings.
Hi-yo! Hey, Boober, come on, I'll race you to the pool.
Okay. You win.
The Doozers are really kind of interesting. I wonder, if you watch them long enough, can you learn to understand them? Sometimes I'm alone, sitting on my very own, trying to find a simple kind of clue. And I would like to know why the Doozers move me so, doing all the things that Doozers do. Why do caterpillars crawl? Why is there a sky? Why is there a world at all? Why do I ask why?
Ready, down.
Here I go again. Why do questions never end? What keeps calling all day long to me? Secrets come and go. I know we're not the only ones. Sometimes magic, sometimes only me. Why do caterpillars crawl? Why is there a sky? Why is there a world at all? And why do I ask why? Boy, the way those little fellas build is just amazing. Oh, they're coming back. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eat your tower. It was very good. You know, Diary, Fraggles have always eaten Doozer constructions. And the Doozers worked so hard to build them. Wouldn't that be right?
Hey, Monkey, you should have seen the belly flop Red did off the high rock down at the pool.
It was not a belly flop. It was a graceful half gainer.
Yeah.
Wembley, do you think it's right to eat doozer constructions?
Huh?
Well, I was just wondering. Doozers are hard-working creatures, and, well, they must love the things they build. They build so many of them. And, well, we Fraggles just come along and eat them, as if doozer constructions were worthless.
No, as if they were delicious.
Which they are.
The more I think about it, the more I know I'm right. Fraggles should stop eating doozer constructions.
What has happened to Moki?
Well, the plug came out and her brain drained away.
Moki, you are silly. There is no way you could make us stop eating doozer constructions.
I could always call for the solemn oath of the Fraggle.
No.
No, you wouldn't.
But that would mean we would have to...
Stop eating doozer constructions.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Too, I think I've already
Hold
left.
it! Let the oath be sworn. The oath of the Fraggle is one of our ancient and unchangeable rituals. It binds us together in the great Fragglehood of the Rock.
Once one of us calls for the oath, the others have to swear to it.
Check. Let's get it over with.
Shall we begin? We,
Kobo.
Moki,
Boober.
Wembley.
And Red Fraggle.
do solemnly swear never to willfully eat or destroy doozer buildings again.
Weeba, weeba, waffa, waffa, garpost, gumbage, whoopee!
Oh, wonderful!
And so the oath was sworn. Our lot was cast. The Fraggle Five went out to meet our destiny.
Oh, I just love diaries.
And so we Fraggles began anew, living our lives without destroying doozer buildings. But of course, I had to be ever watchful. The others were not as devoted as I.
Moki, you don't have to follow us. Wembley and I are just going up to the first room to get my Uncle Traveling Matt's mail.
You need Kobo always do that.
Oh, it's okay. I just came along for the exercise.
You just came along because you know the Doozers built a big construction up here yesterday.
Yeah, it's no fair. Oh, Kobo, look at these constructions. They look delicious.
Oh, now, Wembley, don't be silly. You both had really good healthful radishes for breakfast. You don't need to eat doozer buildings.
Let me just nibble on the bridge. It's been 3 days and all I've had to eat is food.
You swore the oath.
You called for the oath. You could release us from it.
Yeah.
No! Now, go on. Go get Uncle Matt's postcard. Go on.
How to sew a button to a fried egg. That's just the sort of problem that tickles my fancy, Sprocket. Yes, I can't get it out of my mind. Now, if I can just calculate the surface tension of the egg, x times the square of y, where y stands for the yolk tension, over the sum of the quotient density of the white plus less the temperature of the buttered, which is... Well, don't be absurd, Sprocket. You can't sew a button on a fried egg with a can opener. Hello? Oh, hi, Steve. No, I'm trying to sew a button on a fried egg. What do you mean, why? I haven't even figured out how yet. Well, maybe to fasten it to the toast so it won't slide off. That's why. Silly questions.
Yep, it's another postcard from my Uncle Traveling Matt, okay?
Oh, read it. Maybe it'll take my mind off how hungry I am.
Oh, okay. Dear Nephew Gobo, this morning I was
Walking down a street in this strange world, I turned a corner, and there I saw something familiar. Doozers! They have doozers in this world. The biggest giant doozers imaginable. They were building a wonderful doozer construction. Just looking at it, I grew so hungry I could hardly stand it. I waited until I was alone, and then I prepared myself for a feast. But then I learned something else about this world. The food is terrible.
Love, your Uncle Traveling Matt.
I think that's just awful. Even your uncle is trying to destroy Doozer Works. We're going to have to get him to swear the... What are you two doing?
I'm sorry. I forgot.
I forgot with him. Oh, you're just terrible.
Oh, come on, Moki. Why don't you give this up?
I will not. I won't give it up until all Fraggles stop eating doozer buildings forever.
Huh, water will turn to stone before that happens.
Yeah.
It will not. It will not. Even if I have to get the help of Convincing John.
Convincing John?
Yes, Convincing John can convince anyone to do anything.
She wouldn't really get convincing John, would she?
No, nobody would do a thing like that, I think.
Now, diary, I knew it was a big step. It is said that Convincing John can convince the stones to change color. But I knew my cause was just, so I took Red with me and went to find him.
But Moki, convincing John is the type of Fraggle nobody goes to see.
What a nice man he is. You can sort of see why they call him Convincing John.
Well, he convinced you to wear plastic cups on your hands.
Well, he made me see what a sensible idea it was. Besides, how would you know you're wearing a blindfold?
Well, of course. Convincing John told me that it was the only way to live.
Are you all right?
Sure.
Anyway, the important thing is that he's going to come and talk to all the Fraggles. Soon, doozer buildings will be safe forever.
Onward!
Yes. Oh, are you sure you're all right?
Sure.
And so the very next day, we called a town meeting.
What do you think we're supposed to do?
Hey, Moki!
Yes.
Come on, let's get this thing started.
Isn't it exciting? Mr. John! Yoo-hoo, Mr. John! Are you ready?
He'll be ready. Just get started.
Yes, okay. Red, go introduce me. Oh, yeah. Oh! I have to do it myself. My fellow Fraggles, today I bring to you a Fraggle with a message for the world. A message that I believe, in all modesty, is a great one. Please join me in a warm round of applause for... in a warm cheer for Convincing John! Listen to Convincing John, and all your troubles will be gone. Gonna tell it, sell it just for you.
Now listen to me, Fraggles, and your Fraggle mouths are whacking. You can chew a doozer tower till you blue. But there's a mighty day coming when the fool will hit you tummy, and you'll know that what I'm telling you is true.
It's true.
So if you want to get a hold of something extra good as gold, you gotta stop and give a thought to what you do. Never eat another tower until I tell you what it's doing to you. I'll tell you.
Listen to Convincing John, and all your troubles will be gone. We're gonna tell it, sell it just for you.
Well, you eat a doozer tower, and it's pretty as a flower. And the flower's what you pick up in the field. But the field can have a hole, and you can fall in while you're strolling, and a gork can come along to find a meal. And he can pack you in his sack, and you can try to scramble back. But then you'll never, ever get free. But every time you eat a tower, you'll be shut up for eternity. Oh, yeah.
Listen to Convincing John, and all your troubles will be gone. We're gonna tell it, sell it just for you.
And if you want to hear a story that is horrible and glorious, let me tell you about a Fraggle I knew. He was sitting on a byway, eating up the doozer highway in a way a hungry Fraggle will do. Then he started to change, and then he started rearranging, and I promise you the story is true. By the time it was done, he was a human being through and through. He was.
Listen to Convincing John,
He was.
and all your troubles will be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna tell it, sell it
But don't eat it.
just for you.
Oh, yeah.
So Convincing John worked his magic, and the solemn Fraggle oath was sworn. And so at last, the little doozers were left alone to build their wonderful buildings without interference.
Hey, Gobo, couldn't we interfere just a little bit?
I wish we could. They just built my guitar into an overpass.
You think that's bad? My wash tub is full of doozer constructions. Laundry as we know it is a thing of the past.
Hey, it's the Fraggle horn. Someone's calling a meeting.
Oh, I wonder what it could be about.
Maybe they want to thank me.
I have called this meeting because of Miss Smokey Fraggle.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, smack you. You've made a mess of things here today. Now, admit it and release us from this solemn oath.
Never! You're all just heartless. You don't understand. I'm the only one that truly cares about the happiness of the Doozers.
Doozers, schmoozers. What about Fraggles?
Well, Fraggle Schmaggles. And if you don't appreciate me, I'll just go find someone who does. Well, dear diary, I was so angry. I had worked hard to do the right thing, and nobody appreciated me. So I went to find the Doozers. I knew they would appreciate what I had done. But then I found some Doozers.
But, Mommy, I don't want to leave.
None of us do, dear, but Doozers have to build, and soon there'll be no more space left in Fraggle Rock.
But why, Mommy Doozer?
No one knows. The Fraggles have become heartless. If they will not eat the constructions, we must move on, or we will die.
So for the first time, I understood.
Well, time to go. Say goodbye to Fraggle Rock.
It was really hard doing what I had to do next.
Okay. Miss Smokey Fraggle has something to say to all of us.
I thought I understood Doozers, but I didn't, and I was wrong. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, that's very nice, Smokey. But there is one other thing.
Oh, yes, you are all released from your solemn vow not to eat Doozer buildings.
Now listen to me, Fraggle. Sit your Fraggle mouths and waggle. You can start yourselves until you turn blue. But there's a mighty day coming when your tummy will be humming, and you'll know that what I'm telling you is true. It's true. So if you want to get a hold of something extra good as gold, you gotta stop and give a thought to what you do. What you do? You gotta eat a Doozer Tower, because the tower really wants you to.
Well, dear diary, it's not easy to understand other people's problems, but it's very easy to think you do. I also learned something else today. There is such a thing as eating too many Doozer constructions. Your friend, Smokey.
Hey, you'll ruin your teeth, Sprocket. You should use a can opener. I know. I haven't given you your breakfast yet, but I'll be right with you. Just let me write down the method for sewing a button on a fried egg. It's easy, diary. You just freeze the egg solid, drill a couple of holes, and sew on the button. Oh, Sprocket, eh? Isn't that a great solution, huh? Oh, yeah. Breakfast. Well, it'll thaw out in a few minutes. Don't eat the button.
Worries for another day. Let the music play.
music play. Down in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Well, breakfast time, Sprocket. Most important meal of the day. Tell you what, Sprocky, I'll open a can of food for you. Go find your dish. Searched it out, I see. You know, I must build myself a coffee grinder someday. All right, of course, Alfie. Just let me make a note of the coffee grinder in my diary. Hey, Sprocket, did I tell you I've started keeping a diary? Huh? You ever kept one? Well, I suppose you wouldn't being a dog and all. Still, it's too bad. They're good fun, you know. You see, you write in a diary your very private thoughts and feelings. Your most personal, special secrets. Well, that's certainly what I write in my... Want to hear some of this? Okay, here goes. Here's a very special, private, secret thought. Wouldn't it be fun to figure out a way to sew a button on a fried egg? Button on a fried egg is a really interesting problem. Now, where's that needle and thread? I hope we have enough eggs. Everyone should keep a diary, Sprocket.
Dear Diary, today I must tell you about a terrible time I've just had. Period. It started a few days ago when I spent some time watching the Doozers. Most Fraggles don't care about Doozers. They just want to eat the Doozers' buildings.
Hi-yo! Hey, Boomer, come on, I'll race you to the pool.
Okay. You win.
The Doozers are really kind of interesting. I wonder, if you watch them long enough, can you learn to understand them? Sometimes I'm alone, sitting on my very own, trying to find a simple kind of clue. And I would like to know why the Doozers move me so, doing all the things that Doozers do. Why do caterpillars crawl? Why is there a sky? Why is there a world at all? Why do I ask why?
Ready, go.
Here I go again. Why do questions never end? What keeps calling all day